back to my channel. My name is Kyla Trees. I'm back with another video. In today's video, it's gonna be a deep condition with me / story time. Another worst day ever, because I have seriously, I've had some worse days. Like, whew. Okay, so my hair is already washed, and now this is the deep conditioning step of my routine. And so let's just get started, okay? This story time takes place when I was 21. Okay, 21. I believe I was in California for a couple months at this point. Oh, I hope this isn't... I have jewels, so I hope it doesn't... Hold on for 2 seconds, y'all. Let me get this part out the way, because I really don't want my hair to snag. Yeah, my nails are so cute. These are press-ons, and they're so cute. Like, I really be having people fooled out here. Be like, oh my god, your nail tech is so good. Who do you go to? Walmart. I really be saying Walmart and they be confused. Oh, we got some tangles. Hold on, y'all. I need my little thingies. Okay. I think I have everything I need. Okay, so this story time takes place here in California. And yeah, so let's just get right into it. How we met? Of course, Instagram. Instagram is just the way to meet people now. Like, Instagram is pretty much how you meet anybody if you're 18 through, I say, 27. Okay, that's where you meet people. Instagram, social media, shit like that. Okay, why does my spray bottle sound like that? I'm not sure why, but I don't like it. So I met him on Instagram, and he had a really pretty name. That's what intrigued me to even talk to him in the first place. Like, he had a pretty, not pretty, but he had an, I liked his name. I was like, oh my gosh, I love your name. Okay. So we started talking, DMing, and he was like, what's your number? I'll FaceTime you, right? So he FaceTimed me, and you know, we started talking some more, things like that, right? Okay, this goes on for about a couple of days, because like I said, if a dude can't FaceTime you, why are you talking? You shouldn't be talking to him in the first place. If he can't, you know, if you can't see a face, if his pictures don't look like his Instagram, or if he don't look, you know what I'm saying, if he look like a catfish, don't you talk to that boy, you know what I'm saying? Basically, bottom line, if a dude can't talk to you or FaceTime you, he's a catfish. We shouldn't have to go over this in 2020, in 2021, but you know, we do. So yeah, some people still be getting played and catfished on it on the internet. And it's like, how? If he doesn't have a iPhone, why are you even talking to him in the first place? You know what I'm saying? Not if he doesn't have an iPhone, but if he can't video chat. Are these people arguing outside my house? Because if so, do y'all hear that? All that hooping and hollering? I'm gonna mind my business, but if I hear people fighting, I'm calling 911 because no, I'm gonna mind my business because they may be playing. I don't know, but yeah, I don't play with that. Anyways, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, if a dude can't message you, I mean, if he can't FaceTime you, why are you? No. That's how you stay safe. So we was FaceTiming for a couple days, and of course, y'all know how this goes. The dude was like, you know, I want to see you. When can I see you? I want to see you, basically. And I was like, okay, you know, you could see me. This, that, and the third. So he came to see me on a Sunday. This is when I was still going. Was I going to church? Yeah, the pandemic wasn't even thought of. So I had went to church. And he was like, you know, oh, I could see you like after church, you know, something like that. And I was like, all right, cool, you could see me after church, right? So he comes, it's still hot outside. So I believe it was summer. If it wasn't summer, it was going into, matter of fact, I think it was summer. I think it was summertime. No, it was not summertime. No, never mind. It wasn't summertime, but it was hot. It was hot outside. So he comes to see me, and the first thing I noticed is he had a charger. Okay, he had a charger. Now, size, okay, because usually dudes that have muscle cars are just assholes. I don't know what it is about dudes and muscle cars that makes them feel like they just need to be an asshole, but most dudes that I have talked to that have muscle cars are just complete assholes, okay? It wasn't no different, okay? It wasn't no different. He was an asshole, okay? So first thing I noticed, he had a charger. He had a muscle car, right? And he comes up to the car. No, I come up to the car because I'm obviously he's driving. So I come up to the car and I'm like, hi, you know, how you doing? And he's like, hey. And I'm like, are you gonna open my door? Because usually, typically, how it happens is a dude comes to see you and he gets out to give you a hug or something, you know what I'm saying? He just sat in the car. And I was like, okay, so maybe he's gonna, you know, get out or whatever. And so I'm just standing there and he didn't get out. And so I asked him, I was like, is you gonna open my door? And he was like, no. Red flag number one. No, red flag number two. Because red flag number one was he had a charger, okay? Complete asshole, okay? Red flag number two, he didn't open my door. And I was like, okay, all right, cool. I was kind of irritated. I was like, why? Like, why is it an issue? You know what I'm saying? I never understand why it's an issue for a dude to just get out and open a car door. It's like, what is the issue? Like, what's your problem? I never understood what the issue was about that. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. Some dudes do it. You don't even have to ask some dudes. But others, it's like such a hassle. And I'm not understanding, why is it a hassle? You know what I'm saying? But anyways, he didn't open my car door, and I was like, okay. I was irritated at that point because I don't know. I just feel like I'm getting in your car. Open my door. I don't feel like I should have to touch a door handle. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I'm in the presence of a dude, why am I touching a door handle? Why am I, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just I don't like it. So I was irritated at that point. And he was like, you know, where you want to eat? I wasn't really hungry at the time. I wasn't hungry because I had ate. And he was like, you know, so what do you want to eat? And I was like, I'm really not hungry. He thought I said I wasn't hungry because he didn't open my door. And I was like, I'm just really not hungry. Like I'm just really not hungry. And he was like, okay, well I'm going to Raising Cane's. We go to Raising Cane's, and again, I'm like, okay, let's try this again. I'm like, you know, so are you gonna open my door? And he was like, no. He didn't say no like that, but he kind of like laughed it off. He's like, girl, get out the car. That's what he said. He's like, girl, get out the car. And he really didn't open the door. He walked into the restaurant, and he thought I was gonna open my door myself. Like I don't know. He thought I was like, really? Like, what is this? Like, are you serious? So he goes in the restaurant, and when he sees I'm not behind him, I'm literally sitting in a car, like, cause now I'm irritated. Because this is the second time I'm irritated. Irritation. And so he calls me from inside the place, and he's like, girl, just come on, like just open the door. I don't understand why it's an issue. Like, just come inside. Like, what? Just come inside. And I'm like, actually, I'm not even hungry. Like, I told you I'm not hungry. Like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And he could tell I had an attitude, and he was like, oh, so you gonna have an attitude? And I was like, yes, you didn't open my door. Like, what? Like, I'm pretty much ready to go at this point, and you can take me home. I'm like, what? So he comes out with his food, because I told him I wasn't hungry. Like, I really meant it. I wasn't hungry. He comes out with his food, and he's sitting there eating. And so we get to talking. He was like, you know, like, why is it that big of a deal? Like, what's the issue? I'm not understanding what the problem is. And I was like, you didn't open my door. Like, I don't understand the issue. I don't understand what the big deal is about you opening your car door. Like, why is it that big of a deal? What's the issue? Like, why are you, like, I'm not understanding. And so at this point, I'm irritated. And he finishes his food, he throws it away, and he's like, so well, what do you want to do now? And I was like, to be honest, like, I really just, like, want to go home. Like, I want to go home. Like, honestly. And he was like, no, I want to, you know, take you out, stuff like that. I want to, you know. And I was like, all right, fine. Somehow he persuades me. I don't remember really what he said, but somehow he persuades me to, you know, stay, right? And so at this point, he's like, so do you want to, what did he ask me? He asked me, he's like, do you want to see my friend? No, he said, do you want to make a new friend? Because he's like, let's see what my brother doing. It really wasn't his brother, but it was his, like, he was his friend. He's like, yeah, let's just see what my brother doing. And I'm like, why? Like, for what? Like, you're talking to me, you're seeing me right now. Like, what are you talking about? Let's see what he doing. he had his location, like they had each other's location and shit. So I was like, all right, whatever. I thought that was kind of weird. Well, no, it's not weird because girls do that same thing, so it's not weird. Yeah, that's not weird. I'll take that back. That's not weird. But yeah, so he was like looking and seeing where he was, and so he calls him and he's like, or no, I think he called him and he was like, you know, what you doing? And he was like, you know, I'm just chilling with this girl. So his friend was chilling with a girl too. They were at her, they're at her house or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm just sitting there at this point. And so he was like, you know, do you want to do it? He asked me, he's like, do you want to do a double date? And I was like, no, I don't like double dates. If you know anything about me, my biggest pet peeves is double dates. Like, I hate double dates. I just don't like them. Like, they're just not, I don't like double dates. Especially the first time meeting you, like, this is what you want to do. The first time meeting you, like, you want to take me on a double date. You don't want to get to know me, and you know what I'm saying, like, you know, like, it's weird. So I was like, I don't want to go on a double date. And he's like, all right, cool, we won't do that. And so he starts driving. At this point, we're driving and talking. Like, he's asking me questions. We're driving. Well, he's driving. You know, he's asking me questions and stuff. And yeah, everything is cool, right? We get a little far. And I'm like, where are we going? Like, we've been riding for a minute now. It's been about 30 minutes that we've been just riding. It's getting dark, and I'm like, okay, is the destination close? And he's like, oh yeah, we're gonna see my brother and his girl, and then we're all gonna do something. I said, I just told you I didn't want to do that. Like, I told you I didn't want to go on a double date. I told you when we were in the car that I didn't want to go on a double date. Like, I told you this information, and you still decide that's what we're going to do. Like, I don't like that. So we get to the destination. It's a house, right? And we're just sitting there. We're legit just sitting there. Like, we're just sitting there. At this point, it's dark. And we're just sitting in a fucking neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, number one, it was like, why can't he take his own girl out and you take me out? That was my thing. I now see why. When we get into the story, I'm gonna tell you why, okay? Homeboy didn't have a vehicle. He didn't have a car. So, well, no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. He okay, let me just continue with the story. We're just sitting there at that point. We're literally just sitting there, like, nobody's talking. I'm irritated, and we're just sitting there. And my thing is, if somebody is coming to get you, have your ass the fuck outside. You know what I'm saying? Have your ass outside. Whenever somebody comes, I feel like that's so rude and that's so disrespectful to have somebody waiting. We were waiting for like 20 minutes. So it took us 30 minutes to get to the female house. And now you mean to tell me we have to wait an extra 20 minutes? I was like, why are we just sitting here? I'm irritated. I'm mad at this point. I'm upset. I was like, why are we just sitting there? And he's like, oh, you know, we're waiting on him to come out. We're waiting on him to come out. We're waiting on him to come outside. I was like, call him. Call him. Call him. Because I feel like that's disrespectful. I don't know. If somebody's coming to get me, when somebody says they're on their way to get me, or when somebody says like, yeah, they're on their way to get me, I always text them, text me when you're 5 minutes away. They never, I say text me when you're 5 minutes away. I always say that, right? And that is so that I can have my stuff gathered, you know, that way I don't have your ass waiting. I don't like, I never have somebody just waiting on me, especially not for no damn 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I always say text me when you're 5 minutes away. That way I can have my shit. I don't explain to them. I be like, text me when you're 5 minutes away. That's what I say every time somebody comes to get me. You know what I'm saying? And it's so I can already be outside. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's so disrespectful to have somebody waiting on you and they came to get you. I don't know. That's just how I feel. I feel like that's so disrespectful. And if anybody ever had me waiting, I'm driving the fuck off. Like, no, you're not gonna have me wait. I'm not gonna sit here and wait on your ass. Like, you have me all the way fucked up. But yeah, so this bitch and this nigga had us waiting. And I'm like, okay, playing the waiting game. I said, call him. Where is he at? Because I was ready to go then. I was ready to go then. Okay? And so 20 minutes later, they finally come out. I'm irritated at this point. And the bitch is like, hi. I'm like, I said the fakest hi ever, bro. I said the fakest hi ever. And they could probably tell that I was irritated. Because the dude said, he was like, oh, you know, we was, he said they was doing something. I was like, I don't even give a fuck. Like, don't even talk to me, bro. I don't care. And so, yeah. So at this point, we go to the movies because everybody was like, you know, they wanted to go to the movies. I wanted to go home. I didn't give a fuck because I don't do double dates. I oh my god, I hate double dates with a passion, especially like the first time meeting your ass. That's what you want to do, go on a double date? Like, no, absolutely not. And I hate when people ask like, oh, do you have friends? She got a friend? No, I don't have any friends. No, not at all. I don't. I don't have any friends. I hate dudes like that. Like, I don't like dudes like that. Like, oh, she got a friend? No, I don't have any friends. None. I am antisocial. Social anxiety. I don't have friends. Not one. So we get to so then they start talking. Like, you could tell the dude in the back seat is worried about the person that he's with, you know what I'm saying? And the dude that I'm with keeps talking to him, and I'm just like, what? In my head, I'm just like, this dude don't want to talk to you right now. Like, he's trying to enjoy his date, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to enjoy his date. But the reason why we went to get them in the first place is because homeboy didn't have a car. He didn't have a vehicle, and I'm guessing he wanted to take out the girl, but he didn't have transportation. Okay, which is fine until we get to the end of the story. Okay, it's fine until we get to the end, right? Keep that in mind. Homeboy didn't have a car. Homeboy didn't have a vehicle. So I was like, okay. We get to the movies, and we go to the movies, and the guy pays for us and whatever. But it's like the whole time you could just tell, I don't know, the whole time you could tell like the dude, his friend was trying to talk to his girl, and the dude that I was with was just like, I don't know, kept talking to him. And it's just like, bro, leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave him alone. You know, I don't know. You could tell he was just that one friend that just played too much. You know what I'm saying? And it was just, I don't know. You could tell he was like, come on, like, like, we'll talk about that later. Like, we can talk about that later. You know what I'm saying? It was so annoying. I was annoyed. So we get to the movie theater, and he buys the tickets and stuff like that, and he's like, then it's like the other dude's turn, and he's like, oh, y'all want to sit next to us? That's what the dude that says that I'm with, he's like, y'all want to sit next to us? I was like, yo, this nigga don't want to sit with you. He don't want to sit by you. I was so annoyed at that point. I was like, bro, I was like, he doesn't want to sit next to you. He wants to sit away from you. You could tell, like, but he didn't want to say nothing. It was like, bro, I don't want to sit next to you. Like, we're good. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, we get in the movie theater. The movie is cool. It was actually sad, actually. Movie was good. Okay, it's time for us to take him home. No, it's time for us to take him, and it's time for us to take the girl back to her house or whatever, right? We stopped at a taco truck, got tacos and shit like that, and then okay, I think they're playing. Yeah, I do not like nobody arguing next by my house. Like, I will call, like, no. No. If you playing, that's fine, but do not be fighting next to my house or arguing next to my house. Like, that's, no. I don't play that shit. Okay, I still think they're laughing. Okay. As long as they laughing, that's fine. But at the second I hear arguing and shit, that's when, no. No. Fuck, where was I at in the story? So we go to take them home, and again he has us waiting, like waiting. And so what he's gonna do is basically the dude just got used. The dude that I was with basically got used, I feel like, because he drove 30 minutes out of his way to come get this dude and his girlfriend because he didn't have a vehicle, and now he has to take him home. Now he has to take him home. So we were at the girl's house, okay? It's 30 minutes. It was like 30 minutes to an hour to get to the girl's house, okay? Because that's where he was. I guess he was staying there, right? So now he has us waiting again. So now we're waiting again. And I'm like, why aren't we pulling off? And he was like, oh, I have to take him home. What do you mean you have to take him home? What do you mean you have to take him home? What do you mean you have to take him home? So apparently they didn't live together. He was just, I guess, spending the night, right? Cause another reason, he took a long time to come out, right? So we're waiting on him. He's taking forever to come out again. I guess he was gathering his belongings because he didn't stay there, right? He comes back to the car with a big ass bag, and I'm slowly but surely putting the pieces together. I'm like, okay, you didn't live there. You have, and we're taking you home. You know what I mean? So now I'm in a car with 3 dudes, right? He was cool. Like, he wasn't, I didn't feel like he was gonna kidnap me. But now I'm in a car with 2 dudes, and like, you know, I'm just in a car with two dudes, right? And so I'm like, well, who are you taking home first? Like, are you taking me home or are you taking him home? And he was like, yeah, I'll take you home first. And I'm like, what? You're gonna take me home first? All right, cool. I was ready to go anyway, but it was like, you gonna take me home first? Like, okay, I guess. Right. So he takes me home, and guess what he does, right? This is what pissed me off. We get to my house, and guess what he decides to do? Because somebody's watching. Guess what he decides to do? He decides to open my door. I cannot tell you how irritated I was. I'm like, we just had a whole argument about why you said you wouldn't open my door. And now that you're in front of somebody, now that, you're in front of somebody, you decide to open my car door. The bullshit. If that wasn't for show, I was like, are you serious? Are you serious? And mind you, I guess I guess he got embarrassed because the boy in the back seat, he was opening the girl's door. You know what I'm saying? So I guess he saw that and got embarrassed. Like when we went to the movies, he opened her door. When he got in the car, he opened her door. You know what I'm saying? And I guess he saw that and he decides to open my car door. But mind you, in the beginning of the story, what did I say? I said he didn't open my car door, and that's why I was upset. Niggas, I don't understand. I don't get it. I will never get that. Like, I don't get that. I don't like how dudes just try to show out in front of their homeboys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. I will never get that. We had a whole argument. That was why I wanted to go home in the first place. And you decide now that somebody is watching you to open my car door now? Oh, the irritation. I was so irritated. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And then that's not the kicker, right? That's not the kicker of the story. It's not the kicker, right? So he was like, he gets home. I guess he has to take, because he has to take this dude home that used him, okay? That used him. He has to take the dude home, right? And he's like, I had a great time. I was like, yeah, so did I. It was fun, I guess, right? And so then he's like, I want to see you again. I was like, okay, you can see me again. And then he was like, well, do you think I could have some gas money? I was like, what? He was like, yeah, do you think I could have some gas money because like I paid for everything. I took you out, and yeah, like, do you think I could have some gas money? And I'm like, first of all, the person you should be asking for gas money is not me. I am not the person. I really didn't feel like I was the person that he should have been asking for gas money. And let me tell you why. Where we were was 15 minutes away from my house. When we went to the first stop, it was 15 minutes away from my house, right? You decided to contact your friend, and y'all decided to do some double date shit, right? He sent you his location, and his location was 30 motherfucking minutes away from where I was. 30 minutes away, right? 30 minutes to an hour, because we was in that car for a long ass time. 30 minutes to an hour. Let's just round it up. Let's just say 40 minutes, right? You went to a female's house where this nigga was where this dude was located. And then you had to take the same dude home after you dropped me off, right? You had to take the same dude home. He's going completely out of his way from where he lives, right? I'm like, why don't you ask your brother for gas money? Because I didn't blow your tank, okay? I didn't ask you to come get me. You said you wanted to see me. I didn't ask you to I didn't ask you to go 30 minutes to an hour out your way. I didn't ask you to take this dude another 40 minutes out your way. You know what I'm saying? I didn't ask you to do that. So it's like, why am I giving your ass some motherfucking gas money? Why am I giving you gas money? Why should I have to give you gas money? Why should I have to give you gas money? I was like, if you ask me for gas money, you have to ask that other bitch for gas money. You have to ask him for gas money and me. If you gonna ask people for gas money. But no, he only asked me. And I was like, I told him, I said, why don't you ask your so-called brother for gas money? You know what this nigga told me? You know what he told me? He said, what? That's my brother. I'll never ask my brother for gas money. That's my bro. Like, we grew up together. That's my bro. I said, your bro just took advantage of your ass. Big real talk. Your bro took advantage of your ass because he didn't have a car and he knows you have to take him home. And he was okay with you driving 30 minutes out of your way to come get him. And you didn't ask him for gas money, my nigga. You just got used and taken advantage of. And I stopped talking to him after that. Because I thought that, ain't that some bullshit? You gonna ask me for gas money? Of all people? Me? If you asking anybody for gas money, like, let's not even like trying to be like, if you're gonna ask anybody for gas money, you should be asking your brother for gas money. We was 15 minutes away from my house, and you decided to take your ass wherever we were 40 minutes out the way, and now you gotta take me 40 minutes back home. That's not my fault. I didn't want to go on a date. You hold on. You asking me for gas money to go on a double date, something that I didn't even want to do. But you're asking me for gas money? Me for gas money? Can I have gas money? What? You took me on a double date. I told you I didn't like double dates. You wasn't even talking to me for the whole time. You know what I'm saying? You too busy trying to get your bro's attention when he was trying to entertain his own girl. And you asked me for gas money? I was so irritated. The irritation level. And he just couldn't comprehend it's like he couldn't comprehend what I was saying though. He was like, that's my bro. Like, I would never ask my bro for gas money. That's my brother. And I'm like, so you can't ask your bro, the main person that you need to be asking gas money. You can't ask him for gas money, but you can ask a girl, and this is our first time even seeing each other. You can ask me for gas money, and then you try to fake and open my car door like you been doing this shit the whole motherfucking time because somebody's watching you. Can y'all feel me? Like, do y'all understand what I'm saying? I was like, are you serious? Are you kidding me? Like, are you really serious right now? Is this really? I couldn't believe what he was saying. I was like, you're asking me for gas money, bro. Me for gas money. When I didn't even blow your tank. I didn't blow your tank. I could understand if I was like, you know what? I want to go to San Diego. I feel like going to San Diego today. Take me to San Diego. That's where I want to go. That's what I want to do for my date. Take me to San Diego. I could understand if I said that. I could understand if I wanted to go somewhere 30 minutes out the way. But literally, I wanted to go home. And you're asking me for gas money when you went out of your way to pick up a nigga and his girl. I said, if anything, you should be asking your brother for gas money. And that dude was like, what? My bro? That's my bro. I will never ask him for gas money. I'll do anything for my bro. That's my brother. That's my bro. Like I was like, are you kidding me? And cut off all communication right then and there. I blocked his ass. I was like, yeah, I'ma block you because your logic, your way of thinking isn't no, that's not no. I blocked his ass. I blocked him because it's like you really can't ask the person that blew your tank for gas money. I thought that was crazy as hell. The girl that wanted to go home gets asked for gas money. The girl whose door you couldn't even open, some simple shit, you ask her for gas money, and then you decide to open her door because somebody else is in the car watching you. Something that you argued with me about when I first got in the car. I was irritated. Can y'all understand the irritation? Like, what, my guy? Are you serious? Oh, I blocked him. Look, let me say something. I blocked him with no hesitation. I was like, you cute, but this ain't it. Block. Block and delete. Block and delete. Like, no. 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 And then hold on, let me say about this, right? And then he's messaged me like months later, right? He messaged me. No, I don't think I blocked him right then. No, I didn't block him right then and there. Cause I was thinking about blocking him. And then the next day I started my period, right? I started my period and he was like, you know, how are you doing? The next day he was like, you know, how are you doing? Are you good? And I was like, no, I'm really cramping. Guess what he says? He was like, you have your period every month. You should be used to the cramps, right? I was like, what? He's like, yeah, you have your period every month. You should be used to the cramps by now. Like, you should be used to this by now. That's when I blocked him. Yep, that's when I blocked him. Because it was like, I was so irritated, y'all. I was like, are you serious? This cannot be a way of thinking. This cannot be a way of thinking. This cannot be how you really think. I see why you're single. This is not going to work. That's when I blocked him. So y'all are having fun with this series, I can see, and y'all are definitely DMing me y'all's story times, and I'm just reading them like, what? He had the audacity, the nerve. Like, y'all think my story times are bad? Y'all's story times is bad. Like, y'all be sending me y'all story times through my DMs, and I be cracking up. I be like, what? He did that? Like, what? But yeah, y'all, thank you guys so much for watching this story. Thank you so much for watching this story. Oh my gosh, I be getting sidetracked, like for real. I be getting sidetracked. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is Kyla Latrice. Send me your worst story times. Like, I really want to know. Like, send me your worst stories. Send me your worst stories, y'all. Like, I really want to see them. I really want to read them. I'm intrigued to read them. And yeah, y'all, I'm thinking about doing another story time, running away at 17. Y'all already said y'all wanted it, so I'm pretty much most likely gonna do it. I just like to get the roots and cracks and crevices. But yeah, y'all, so thank you so much for watching this story, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye. Let me know what you would have done. Was I wrong for not giving him gas money? Let me know. I truly feel like he should have asked his friend for gas money, if anything. Like, why are you asking me? Ask your friend for gas money. I didn't blow your tank. That's number one. Chargers. People with chargers. Assholes. I can literally say every dude that I have met that has had a muscle car has been a ass. Okay? So yeah. Ooh. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I'll see y'all in my next one. Peace.